Welcome back to High Stakes, where we help you elevate your betting strategy. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to stay updated with our daily content. Looking for exclusive access to premium betting picks? Join us on Patreon. Links are available in the comments section below. Stay ahead of the game with High Stakes. The Green Bay Packers and the Minnesota Vikings. Nothing like a good old NFC North showdown to make you question why you even watch football. The Packers, 11-4, somehow managed to crush the New Orleans Saints last week, clinching a playoff spot while their opponents were busy sending out backup quarterbacks and running backs like it was some sort of charity event. Jordan Love, doing his best impression of a decent NFL quarterback, threw for a whopping 182 yards and a touchdown. Impressive, right? Meanwhile, Josh Jacobs casually ran for over 100 yards like it was just another Sunday stroll, but hey, they got the win. So, of course, they're heading into the playoffs as a wild card, since losing to the Detroit Lions was clearly part of their plan. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, 13-2, on the other hand, are trying to figure out how to secure the NFC North title and, maybe even grab the number 1 seed. They managed to pull off another close win against the Seattle Seahawks, because apparently, they're allergic to doing things the easy way. Sam Darnold, yes, that's Sam Darnold, threw for 246 yards and a couple of touchdowns, while Justin Jefferson did his usual thing of making cornerbacks look like they forgot how to play football. The Vikings defense, meanwhile, has been shutting down the run all year, which is just what the Packers didn't need. Josh Jacobs, the Packers' only reliable offensive weapon, will now get to face off against the second-best run defense in the NFL. Spoiler alert, you might want to start stretching because it's going to be a tough day. So, what do we have here? A Packers team that has somehow managed to win 9 of their last 11 games, only to be eliminated from NFC North title contention like a team that's too good to be bad, but not good enough to be great. And the Vikings, who will actually care about this game, because apparently they have some grand plan to lock up a number 1 seed, because why not? They've won 8 straight games, which sounds great until you realize that they've been winning like they're in a high-stakes game of Jenga. One wrong move, and it all collapses. The prediction? Yeah, the Vikings will probably win, because they have more at stake, and a defense that's about to make the Packers' offense look like a toddler trying to solve a Rubik's Cube. As for the total points? Well, considering both teams are allergic to scoring quickly and the Packers can't seem to stop turning the ball over, taking the under feels like the safe bet. Just don't expect a shootout, unless you count a few mistakes and punts as excitement. Prediction: Minnesota Vikings ML. And for the total? Under 48.5, because if you thought this game would be a high-scoring affair, bless your heart. Here are the best game props based on the breakdown. Vikings, over 2.5 team sacks. This one's a no-brainer. Jordan Love is about to get so much pressure from the Vikings defense. It's like they've handed him a VIP pass to a free fall. I mean, if you're a Vikings defensive lineman, you're probably rubbing your hands together with glee, knowing that you're about to turn Love's afternoon into a game of how many times can we send him to the ground before he starts questioning his life choices. And don't even get me started on Minnesota's pass rush. They've been feasting on QBs all year, and Love's about to find out what it feels like to be the main course. The guy's probably going to spend more time on the turf than he will in the pocket. It's like watching a car crash in slow motion, only instead of a car, it's Jordan Love getting body slammed by defensive linemen who clearly woke up feeling extra hungry. So, if you're wondering whether the Vikings will hit the over on 2.5 sacks, let's just say the real question is, will it happen in the first quarter or will they wait until the second? Either way, it's coming. Get your popcorn ready, because the sack party is about to begin, and Love is definitely the guest of honor. Packers total points, under 20.5. You think the Green Bay Packers are going to light up the scoreboard against Minnesota? Sure, in a fantasy world where everything goes perfectly, and the Vikings decide to take a little nap while the Packers stroll into the end zone like it's a leisurely walk in the park. But, let's be real, the Packers' offense is about as reliable as a weather forecast in the middle of a tornado. Sure, they might get a couple of nice plays here and there, but a sustained drive? Yeah, right? Jordan Love? More like Jordan. I'm not sure I'm throwing this thing Love. The guy's been making so many questionable decisions this season. You'd think he's got a collection of bad throws on his highlight reel. Meanwhile, Minnesota's defense has been shutting down offenses left and right like it's their full-time job, and they're about to add Green Bay to their not today list. The Packers' offense is going to stall out more times than a car with a broken engine. Seriously, they might be lucky to get a field goal or 2 on the board before they're forced to punt for the umpteenth time. The Vikings will be eating up the clock, and Green Bay's offensive play calling is going to look like it was drawn up by someone who's never even seen a football game. So, yeah, under 20.5 points? It's almost as inevitable as the sun rising tomorrow. The Packers are going to struggle so much They might start wondering if they accidentally walked into a playoff game by mistake. Vikings, over 3.5 total sacks. The Packers are going to be so overwhelmed by the Vikings defense, it's going to feel like watching a horror movie. Expect Darnold to make a lot of friends in the Packers' backfield. Total turnovers, over 2.5. If you love turnovers, this game is your Super Bowl. With both teams prone to making mistakes, you can bet that this number will be hit. Grab your popcorn and wait for the next interception or fumble. It's coming. Vikings first half points, over 13.5. If the Packers somehow keep it close early, I'll be amazed. The Vikings should come out fast and strong, and that 13.5 first half points should be a cakewalk. If they don't hit this, something's seriously off. Packers total rushing yards, under 100.5. Oh, so you think the Packers are about to start marching down the field, breaking off 10-yard runs like they're in a Madden video game? Yeah, good luck with that. Sure, their rushing attack has been decent. Well, decent for a team that's still trying to figure out who they are, but let's not kid ourselves. The Vikings defense has been stopping the run like it's their full-time job, with a defensive line that could probably make a lot of offensive lines cry for help. Expecting the Packers to run for over 100 yards is like hoping for a miracle on a Sunday afternoon. Josh Jacobs, the Packers' only hope for any kind of ground game? Yeah, he's about to run straight into a brick wall. Minnesota's defense is so good at stopping the run, they might as well start handing out sorry, better luck next time cards to opposing teams. Other than Jacobs, who even knows who's getting the ball for the Packers? They'll probably just hand it to someone randomly and hope for the best. Spoiler alert, it won't be enough. Vikings total points, over 23.5. This one's practically a gimme. I mean, seriously, how many points do you think the Packers defense is going to stop? The Packers might as well put up a sign that says, "Welcome, Vikings, we've got space for your points." Minnesota's offense is going to do their thing. Sam Darnold will probably throw a couple of touchdowns. Justin Jefferson will be open so often, it'll feel like he's playing against air. And you can bet the Vikings will cruise past 23.5 points with the ease of a Sunday drive. Let's face it, the Packers' defense isn't exactly locking anything down. They'll be lucky if they manage to force a couple of punts. Minnesota's offense is about to have themselves a nice little field day, and you might as well pencil in the over on this one. The Vikings are going to hit 23.5 before you can even finish your snack. Might want to toss a small wager on the Vikings covering the over with ease while you're at it. Take these props with a grain of salt, or a full shaker if you're feeling adventurous. With the way these two teams are going, who knows what could happen? But honestly, these props seem like the easiest calls you'll make today. The Packers will be scraping by, while the Vikings are out here putting on a clinic. And that's a wrap on today's video, folks. I'm sure you're absolutely on the edge of your seat, eagerly awaiting the next thrilling installment of this channel. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, because clearly you don't want to miss any of our daily videos. I mean, who could live without them? And while you're at it, smash that notification bell, so you can be the first to know when we drop more gems like this. Oh, and if you're looking for some premium picks, because, let's be honest, who isn't? Join our Patreon. It's where the real magic happens. Premium picks, insider info, and possibly even some mildly entertaining banter. So, hit that link, and we'll see you on the inside. Until next time, enjoy the game, make those bets, and remember, you're welcome.